Hi there, Prince Hamlet. I'm Dr. Horatio. Thank you for meeting with me. Please take a seat right there, if you will. Hi there, Gertrude, and good morning, Hamlet. Hamlet, you seem troubled. I'm aware that your mother and your uncle have married recently. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew.
Oh, Hamlet, I wish you wouldn't say these things. Are you implying you want to harm yourself?
Or that this everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh God, oh God.
Are you having suicidal thoughts? How are you feeling about life, Hamlet? My child, there is so much to live for. What about me, your country, and even dear Ophelia?
How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
Do you think you feel this way because of your father's death?
But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2, so excellent a king that was to this, Hyperion to his satire, so loving to my mother, that this might not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly, heaven and earth, must I remember.
Do not frame the king and I in such a light. Please, Gertrude, let the boy speak. Hamlet, are you more upset about your father's passing or your mother having married your uncle?
A little month or ere those shoes were old, with which she followed my poor father's body, like Niobe, all tears, why she, even she, O God, a beast that wants discourse of reason, would have mourned longer. Let me not think on't. Frote, thy name is woman.
But Hamlet, perhaps your mother married your uncle to appease her sorrow. Is that not a reasonable justification for such actions? I do love him, Hamlet. Why can you not accept that?
It is not, nor cannot come to good. She married, oh, most wicked speed to post, with such dexterity to incestuous sheets.
Incestuous? By God, we have no blood relations, Hamlet. Gertrude, please try and maintain some sympathy for your son. I'm so sorry you feel this way, Hamlet. Have you tried to speak with your mother about it?
It breaks my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
That you must if you accuse me of such vile things such as incest. I wish you two wouldn't feel this way. Please try and speak with each other about these feelings. You clearly need to work through your feelings together. Try using I statements and report back to me when you've come to an understanding, Hamlet. I will see you at our next session. Hello, Hamlet. How are you feeling today?
Hold my heart, and you, my sinews grow, not instant old, but bear me stifling up, remember thee.
Not so well, I take it. Last session, I recall, we talked about your mother's marriage to your uncle, and how that made you feel. Do you have anything you want to add to that discussion?
O most pernicious woman! O villain, villain, smiling, damned villain! My table's meat it is, I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain.
Do you think your anger towards your mother has to do with how you compare her to your father's memory?
Aye, thou poor ghost, while memory holds a seat, is this distracted globe? Remember thee.
It's clear to me that you are fond of your father's memory.
Yea, from the table of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, and thou commandment all alone I shall live within the book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes, by heaven.
This commandment that you speak of, what does it entail?
Revenge is foul and most unnatural murder. Murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
I will, Father.
I do not know who you are speaking to. I think you may need to see a specialist. Good morning, Hamlet. I heard at the play that you were going to have the actors perform for your uncle. How are you feeling about the performance?
Oh, what a rogue and pedant slave I am! Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit, that from her working of his visage wanted tears in his eyes, distracted in aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function suiting with forms of conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba.
You will know nothing in my reaction.
Hamlet, why would his reaction upset you?
What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have?
What do you think he would do if he were in your situation?
He would drown the stage with tears, and cleave the gentle ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears, yet I, a dull and muddy-mettled rascal, peak like a John of dreams, impregnant of my cause. And can I say no, nothing, no, not for a king?
Any man who would react in such a way would a coward be.
Now, Claudius, be kind. The boy is still mourning his father's death. How does this make you feel in regards to your father's passing?
That I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must I like a whore unpack my heart with words, and a fallen curse like a very drab, a sculling fear upon to furrow about my brain.
How do you think the play will affect the others in the audience?
I have heard the guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ.
There will be no guilty parties.
Well, that was odd. Okay. What do you plan to do with the actors of the play?
I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks, I'll tempt him to the quick, but if he but blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea, and perhaps out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds, more relative than this. The play's the thing when I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Please write in your journal the findings from this experiment, and return to me when you have. Hello again, Hamlet. You said you had a question for me. Am I right in assuming that it involves the urges you've been having to end your life?
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Being that this is a safe space, let's weigh the theoretical pros and cons present in your situation.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them.
I do think that living through your own pain is one of the bravest things someone can do. But still, let's talk more about how ending your life would be beneficial to you.
To die, to sleep.
Yes, but isn't sleep filled with nightmares?
Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come.
If you could spend eternity dreaming of horrors, why would you?
For who would bear the whips and scorns of time?
Ah, yes. Your father's ghost is suffering. Why?
the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns.
Are you not in fear that you would suffer too?
But that he dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose born, and makes us rather bear those ills we have. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. But that he dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose born, and makes us rather than bear those ills we have. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all.
But it is okay and normal to be afraid of death. It is part of what keeps you alive. Doesn't your body respond by taking action and trying to keep alive?
And thus the native hue of resolution is slick-lead o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
Hello, Hamlet. So can you expand a little on the dream you were telling me about? You said you were standing behind him while he prayed?
Now might I do it, Pat, now he is praying, and now I'll do it, and so he goes to heaven?
Are you saying you wanted to kill him and send him to heaven?
A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do the same villain send to heaven? Oh, this is higher and salary, not revenge.
So you want to kill him, but you want him to still suffer for what he's done? Do you think that killing him is the best option to solve your problems?
'Tis heavy with him, and I am then revenged, to take him in the purging of his soul, when he is fit and seasoned for his passage. No, up, sword, and now thou a more horrid hint, when he is drunk, asleep, or in his rage, or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it.
Do you think that we could talk out a way for you to resolve your conflicts with your uncle in a non-violent way?
My mother stays, this physics but prolongs thy sickly days.
Oh, Hamlet, I think you need more help than I can give to you. I'm sorry, but this will be the end of our sessions.
I statements.
Hey, pretty baby, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you a little something that you want to hear.
Never do that again. Rolling. And action.
That you must, if you accuse me of such vile things, such as incest. Okay, do you think I can remember that? Eat apples and bananas.
Damn it, no.
Space.
Thank you.
Oh, did you?
No. We all can.
Say that it's the dreams of a cardigan. Welcome to the land of thin excess. Whoa, am I gonna fit in? Into the cap, here I am for the first time.
I am completely lost. I cannot find Mason's house. Somewhere around here, probably.